Okay, um, let's get into meat and taters. A lot of you all will watch this later. Totally fine. I have to work when I have the time, and so right now is my time to work. You know what? I keep moving my kids come in here and they adjust all of my stuff. Okay, so let's talk. I will try to keep this short and sweet because I do have notes, but let's talk about working to rest, okay? Because I'm a really big fan of rest. I love my Sundays off. I know this past Sunday I couldn't be off work because it's the last day of the month, and it's really hard to take off the last day of the month when you have a team that's trying to hit goals and you have your own orders you need to finish getting put in, which I normally don't wait till the last day of the month, but this October was a very non-traditional month for my business. But I really enjoy taking time off, taking time to be with my family, taking specific non-Scentsy time. And so when I talk about working to rest, I want to talk about the rest that comes with the holiday season. My family celebrates Thanksgiving, they celebrate Christmas. And so when we have Christmas, because my husband seems to be off, I don't know, usually like almost a week, almost a work week, sometimes more, then I like for us to spend that time together. I am a big fan of reading. I'm a bookworm. I had a big goal of 55 books this year, and I'm nowhere near it because I've not been intentional in my reading. So when I take my break at Christmas, I read a lot. But the thing about rest is I feel like personally as a business owner, even if even if we're talking about workout, if we're working out, maybe if we're talking about, I don't know, anything, but you have to earn your rest, I feel like. And with the your Scentsy business, whether you do this full time or whether you do it as a side hustle or whether you are working it as a side hustle with the intent of it becoming something much bigger, um, then you kind of have to like knees to chest right now and really hustle it out this last couple of weeks. And so let's talk about that for a second. Um, you know what? I'm just going to go down my list because I made a list. It may be here, there, and everywhere, but I'm just going to go down my list so I can stay focused. So, first and foremost, we have until December to work our businesses. I work my business up until December 31st or whenever I take off, and I'll talk about my rest in a minute. But I'm booking parties. So, today I'm really working on trying to book parties. I have not just Facebook parties, I'm trying to get an in home party, really bag parties, but also personal shopping links for my customers who shop online all the time. I really want them to have their own personal link to shop through so that they can earn their own rewards. Um, offering, considering and offering, where am I? Where's my finger? Bundles for the holidays and personal specials that you have to communicate personally. I can advertise my bundles because I do them at cost. So it's retail value. I'm not knocking off any money. It is retail value. So I don't really talk about the extras that are inside of it. I just show them like what it is. And I think in compliance, you can look under the Scentsy standards. It's written very well for us, but I think as long as you don't add anything over 10% of the value, then you're okay. So for my mug and room spray and scent circle, the 10% of that would be $1.10. So I have a mug that cost me $1, and then there's literally two pieces of candy in there. So I don't even think those are 10 cents. And the wrapping and all that, I mean, because I get it at Dollar Tree and it comes in bulk, whatever, it's less than $1.10 to do those. So anyway, another thing that you can consider doing right now while we're working really hard to work up and earn our rest is checking the news tab daily until the end of the year. Scentsy just said on the end of the month, they have so many things that they're coming out with. I think I posted it here. Someone else had shared it like a bulleted point of all the things that are coming out between November and December. And it's just a lot of things, and it's going to make your head spin. I mean, my head already feels like it's spinning right now with just what they've offered recently, but this is really going to make our head spin. So checking that news tab daily is going to be really, really important for you to do. So maybe set a time, a reminder in your phone, maybe at, I don't know, 8:30 every night or 8:30 in the morning, whatever, lunch break. But set a reminder to check the news tab. So just go into your workstation and check just the news tab and just see if there's anything that's been posted that day that you need to know about, okay? Because you shouldn't rely on this team page to be the place to get all of your information that's new, okay? Yes, some of you all willingly share that kind of stuff, and I love it. I appreciate it. It's just not anyone's responsibility to post anything here that can be found in the news tab because we all have access to the same information at the same time via our news tab. So that is why I am an encourager of checking the news tab, especially daily right now during the heat of the holidays. Or keeping your customers in the know. So it may feel like you're emailing your customers more than normal, or you're posting in your VIP group more than normal. But there are going to be so many things coming out that it's going to feel like information overload for your customers. So just know that, like right now, I'm currently sending almost two emails a week to my customers because there's just so much coming out. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want anybody to miss anything in case they're interested in it. I don't care for Looney Tunes. Okay, don't care for Looney Tunes. But I have customers out there who might be obsessed with Tweety Bird. So for me not to share that with them is not okay. I don't really care about DC Comics. I don't really care anything about Batman, but I had a customer who saw it and was like, immediately, I have to get this for my son. He's obsessed with Batman. So, just share those things. So keep your customers in the know. This one's really important. It's going to come with rest, but I think each week leading up to my big rest during the holidays, during Christmas, is setting non-Scentsy business hours. So we always talk about like having business hours with Scentsy, and so typically mine are like 8 to 4 in the afternoon, and then if I can and feel like it later, I may answer some questions or DMs or whatever if I need to. But Sundays are like a boundary for me, like a time off. But setting some specific non-Scentsy hours, because some of you guys are new and your hype and your momentum is so inspiring to me and other people, and we're watching you work and we're watching you hustle, and we're like, yes, queen, like do your thing, boo. And we love it so much, but we just want you to understand, like, you have to take some rest too. You have to take some non-Scentsy business hours. You don't have to work Scentsy 24/7, 365. Okay, you need to take some time off. Another thing, if you're someone who's like, I do this kind of as a side hustle, but I do know that I have customers who want all the holiday things, all the Christmas scents and that kind of stuff. So I do need to be consistent in working my business. But I can only really afford to do a power hour a day. Maybe this time of year, try to consider doing a power hour and a half. So maybe an hour and a half every day instead of an hour each day. Or some of you only do power hours once a week, and that's totally cool. But maybe this time of year, because it's so crazy busy, consider doing a power hour and a half. Okay. The next thing is something that I do every year is I'm already writing Christmas cards for my host. So every year I send my host a Christmas card. Sometimes I put a scent circle in there. I always put either a host in 2020 or 2022 with me special, a personal special for my host, or a coupon to do some shopping. So I always have those inside of there. I'm getting those prepared now so I can pop them in the mail in December, and they'll be ready to, I don't know, just know that I'm thinking of them and I'm grateful for them. And I usually send them a picture that I've printed of my family, just letting them know how grateful we are. And I let them know too what they've done for me and my family. So this year it's really going to be about the fact that they've really helped me in my homesteading, gardening dreams come true. And so I want to share that with them, because remember, people, they know, like, and trust you, and they're going to continue to stay with you as long as they feel like that relationship is there. And so I feel like letting them know why supporting your business means so much to you and your family, and what it is that their support does for your family is important. All right, so this time of year would be a great time to work on fundraisers and the buddy drive that our whole group is doing. Shannon Grant, our Superstar Director, is doing a buddy drive with several other Superstar Directors. We have a huge goal of donating to the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern North Carolina, and there's another hospital or something in Charlotte area. But there is a separate group on Facebook for that. It's called Eli's Peace, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm totally don't know a ton about it. I am participating, but I know that my buddies are going to be going to the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern North Carolina. I've been doing this for years. I personally call it for my customers. They know it's called Buddies for the Babies, the kids in the Ronald McDonald House, and the Children's Hospital of the James and Connie Maynard Children's Hospital in Greenville, North Carolina, that's attached to Viaduct Medical Center. We'll be getting buddies during the holiday season. So our big goal for all the groups is 1,200 buddies. That's a lot of buddies, okay? My personal goal is 20. I've already had 3 donated, so that's a big deal. So I keep my customers in the loop of that too. So any other type of fundraisers that you want to do, do some research on your fundraisers, guys. I know some people ask, like, how can you walk me through how to do a fundraiser, or tell me what to do a fundraiser? And there's so many ways to do it that it's really hard to sit here and be like, well, this is what you need to do. I can't tell you exactly what to do, because at the end of the day, a fundraiser is your commission. You're the one that's donating your money. So you get to decide how you want to do the fundraiser. Okay. So I highly recommend going out there and doing some research on YouTube, in the training center, and just type in Scentsy fundraisers and see what people come up with. But this is a good time of year to be doing that. Show gratitude however that you can. Of course, you need to be doing that every day, but November seems to be the month of gratitude, and showing that and expressing that to your customers a lot this month. Put your business first. If you have a team, make sure that your business comes first before your team. That is because at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, we all signed independent independent Scentsy consultant contracts. So we all have to put our business first before we can put our teams. So with that said, that is probably not going to be as many live videos, which some of y'all probably don't even care, but there's probably not going to be as many live videos from me in here because I need to focus on my own business right now. It's about 1 month, maybe 1 month to 5 weeks left of our 2020 year before the Christmas cutoff. So that is some information that's going to be coming out to you very soon in your news tab. Again, check that news tab daily, set the reminder. There's going to be information coming out into your news tab about the Christmas cutoff, and who knows what time that'll be this year. I'm saying that I have a month left to work my business before the Christmas cutoff because with all the delays and increasing in postage and shipping and things like that, Scentsy may have to bump their date up as well. So just keep an eye out on that and know that literally it's like 4 weeks. We have like 4 weeks to like hustle our butts off, right? To earn that rest. So hustle how you want. I keep saying how you want because I'm not going to tell you how hard you need to be working your business. You get to decide. Okay, you get to decide what your paycheck looks like based on how hard you're working. Earn your rest. We've been talking about that. Prep for the new year. So in order to earn my rest, I'm not only working November and December, and when I say I work all the way to the 31st of December, I take a rest in there, but I'm going to tell you how I work to the 31st of December. But I earn my rest. And then because business owners are always thinking 1 to 3 months ahead in their business, you have to prep for the new year. So you need to know what's going on in January. So checking that news tab, what kind of specials are going to be offered in January that you can go ahead and be relaying to your customers after the Christmas cutoff date. So I'll wait until after the Christmas cutoff date is released to start telling any of my customers about perhaps there's Bring Back My Bar, perhaps there's any type of host exclusive. I don't know for sure. So keep an eye on your news tab, but I don't let them know that until after the Christmas cutoff because I don't want to ruin any of my Christmas sales because people want to wait out for whatever might be coming later. But I do work up until the 31st because I want my customers to know what all is going on. So Bring Back My Bar should be coming soon when they release those flyers or when people start posting the flyers. Go ahead and print those early and have them ready to go for whenever it's time to start promoting those. Just be thinking ahead. Plan your holiday time off now and communicate that with your customers and your team. That's really important. So be thinking. Look at your calendar. Think about what days you want to take off. If you work outside of the home, what days are you off for the Christmas holiday, whatever holidays. Like I said, I celebrate Christmas. So that's why I'm going to keep saying Christmas. But for the holidays, what time do you have off of work that you can consider that same time off of your Scentsy job? Okay, so be thinking ahead. Plan your time off. Again, communicate that with your customers and your team, especially if you're a leader with a big team under you who maybe they rely on you to answer their questions for them. If you're taking off work on the 20th of December and they've got questions about something Scentsy related and you're not answering them, it just helps with the whole like people not getting frustrated with you because you're not answering them. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with that? So just setting that expectation of when you're planning to be off of Scentsy. When I take off for Scentsy, so when I plan my break and I communicate that with my customers, I also plan a personal special during that time. Whatever you can do, remember to do what you can where you are with what you have. So what I do is I offer an online only special. So they have to order online through a certain link. So I have a link set up. I may do a mystery hostess. So whoever orders in there, their name will go into a hat, and then I'll order or draw somebody to be the mystery hostess. Maybe I'll do usually do two winners. One gets just the half off, which is the perpetual party reward. And then because I can ship that out if I need to. And then the other person earns all the free stuff and the other half off rewards because I can still ship that to them too if they don't live near me. So that is a personal special that I do offer during my time off because I want to encourage them to continue shopping Scentsy, but I also want to let them know that like I'm not putting in any orders for anybody while I'm off. So here is my special and here's the link for you to shop. Another thing that I do is I prep emails to send while I am away. So I do communicate with my customers that I'm going to be away. Here's what you can shop. Here's my personal special. However, you may get 1 or 2 more emails from me during the holidays simply because I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, even though I'm off work. So they're going to be pre-scheduled, that kind of thing. But I am going to be wishing you a Merry Christmas. So what I will do, if you have a email system where you can prepare the email and schedule it out ahead of time, that's fantastic. I don't. So what I will do is prepare the email in my workstation, and I will save it as a draft. And I'll go ahead and select all the contacts that I'm going to send it to and everything, and I'll save it as a draft. So when I'm ready to send it, all I have to do is open up that draft, click edit, and press send. So all the people, all the contacts will already be in there. All of my information will already be in there. I press send and it goes. So even though I'm not working, I mean, is it really going to hurt me to sign into my workstation for 30 seconds and press a send button? No. So I have those prepared ahead of time. And the reason I'm talking about all of this stuff is because burnout is very real. And some of you all are brand new, and I see you working and you're hustling knees to chest and you're doing all the things, and it's fantastic. But burnout is real, and it's the number 2 reason why people quit Scentsy. I've seen it happen a million times. The number 2, and I say quit, not meaning like that their account went inactive, but I mean quit like they quit caring, they quit working with their team, they quit working their own business. They may go from doing $2,000 in sales to maybe $200 a month because they're just so burnt out and they're tired and they're resentful. So that's the number 2 reason that people quit Scentsy. The number 1 reason is that they're comparing their business to someone else's and thinking that they can't get the sales like that person can because they can't do what that person's doing. Well, guess what? You'll never be able to do it like that person because you're not that person. And the good news is they'll never do it like you because they aren't you. Okay? So, excuse me. I pulled a muscle this morning exercising back here. It's the same muscle that, like, when your chest expands, when you breathe deep, it pulls. It's your lat. Yeah, that one, it hurts really bad. Even to take a deep breath. It's real fun. It's real fun being 36. So all you young bucks out there, just prepare yourself. So don't compare yourself to what someone else is doing this holiday season and working their business. Put your head down and work these last 4 weeks as hard as you want to. Okay. So when I say that I will not be as active in this team page and putting as many videos and tips and things in here, is because I'm working on my own business. And I highly encourage that you do the same. Relax and enjoy your rest when you do take it during the holiday season. And when I say holiday season, I am including Thanksgiving. So I'm not going to be available on Thanksgiving Day, possibly the day after too. Yeah, definitely the day after because it's Black Friday, and not that I go shopping, but I also am putting up my Christmas decorations. Well, anyway. So I will not be available those 2 days. So I will be relaxing, enjoying my family, and enjoying my rest. I'm just going to read this how I typed it in here because I think it's really important. My last 2 things, and I'm going to end this. I might not be as present in this page in posts, but it is our group page. It's our group page. We have 3 teams in this page, okay? So I'm not the only one that should be posting Tip Tuesdays, how I'm working Wednesdays, shout outs, inspirational things, etc. So I want to give a special shout out right now to those people who do post in this team page and keep it alive. I appreciate you more than you realize. When you stop watering your garden in the heat of the summer, guess what's probably going to happen to it? It's going to die. Okay? So if we, because it's the heat of the holiday rush, the least we can do is show others how we are working our businesses. So water the team page because it matters. It inspires others, and 90% of the time, if y'all see me doing anything, posting any idea here or doing anything in my own personal business, 90% of the time, it's because I took someone else's idea and put my spin on it because I'm not very creative and I get inspired by other people very often, including you guys. So a lot of the things that you all maybe see me doing is not my original idea. Some caring consultant in another group shared it for other consultants to see and use if they want to. So I want you all to share here too as much as you can because you do have value to give. Okay. The last thing I want to say is so many of you all watch because I can see who sees posts. I can see who sees them. I wish I couldn't. I really do wish I couldn't. A lot of times I don't click on them, but sometimes I do because I'm like, does what I say even matter? Do people even care? Like, what if you know what? Last night, funny true story. It is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Raw and authentic. Last night I Googled or search engined the difference or what it means to pause a Facebook group because I have that option here on this Warm to Blessings team page, group page, family page, whatever we want to call it. There is an option to pause it. I don't want to do that, but there are many days when I do feel like I want to do that because I really feel like I'm talking to a brick wall most days. And today I am because I have 0 viewers, and that's fine. Maybe you'll watch this later. But I'm just saying, like, Water the garden. Help water the garden. You do have something to provide. Show us how you're working your business. I watch some of y'all's stories. Y'all work in your business every single day. Why aren't y'all sharing that here? It's inspiring. It's inspiring me because I watch your stories on Instagram or Facebook and I'm like, dang, that's a good idea. I'll put that down real quick. Because you inspire people and you don't even realize you're doing it. So share what you're doing. I do want to say this too, even though I get in my feelings and I want to pause the group, sometimes I want to delete the entire page. That's real talk. I do know that some of you all are watching and you may not interact, but because you are watching, I know that this stuff matters. So at the end of the day, I'm never going to close this page down. Never say never. But I do appreciate those of you who share, who comment, who interact. It does matter. You do have something to give. So share with us what you're doing this holiday season. What are you doing in the next 4 weeks to work your business? What are you doing? Maybe if you don't even want to share what you're doing, maybe you're going to share with me, like, what are you going to do on your rest? What's your rest going to look like? What are your plans for your rest? Mine is hopefully the weather's going to be cold. I'm going to be snuggled up on my couch with a book and a cup of tea with my fireplace going, watching the twinkly lights on my Christmas tree. That's my rest. That is my ideal rest. That is the goal I'm working for. And I know that I have PRV goals to hit before I can make that happen. Okay? So what does your rest look like? Share with us. We want to hear. We love it when you share with us. We love it when you show us what you're doing. We love it when you give us ideas and tips and motivation, inspiration. Even if you just find an inspirational quote, you're like, I like that. Share it with us. I promise it's inspiring someone else. So anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. Go work the last 4 to 5 weeks of your business before the Christmas cutoff, like you want to. And then just remember too that because the Christmas cutoff comes does not mean the end of the month is over. You still got things that you can work, still got things you can do, and you still will have customers who need things that don't care if it comes before Christmas or not. Okay? All right, y'all have a great rest of your day. Love you, mean it, and